Now, many of the concerns include the global ones over security and government surveillance on the internet, and that's on the rise. And that's also prompting Microsoft to open a so-called transparency centers for its customers. Among the software giant's clients is, of course, China, which has said it won't use Windows 8 operating system in government computers. CCTV's Chris Casejo joins us now live from Seattle with much more on the story. And Chris, what's the latest on this?
Phil, a Microsoft spokesperson describes the move by the Chinese government as, quote, surprising. The company says it only learned about the ban on Windows 8 from a Chinese government notice posted online that dealt with energy-saving devices. While there is no information about why Windows 8 is banned, analysts believe that cloud security is the major concern for China.
Microsoft is responding to the Chinese government's concerns that its Windows 8 operating system could extract sensitive information from China's government computers. In a statement, a company spokesperson said, "Microsoft is committed to retaining the confidence and trust of our customers around the world. No government has direct access to our customer data." A spokesperson for Microsoft could not say how many Chinese government computers are using Windows 8, but said the company wants to work with authorities to address any concerns. An expert in cybersecurity believes any government must look closely at cloud security.
At a minimum, you're trusting lots and lots of individuals who may not be vetted by you to handle your information in these various hops along the internet, in the cloud.
Seattle bond trader Dean Amundsen deals daily with clients' financial and personal information. As a new user of Windows 8, he doesn't enable any of the operating system's cloud functions. He stores any sensitive data on his computer hard drive.
You really have to be careful about that, because if you push the wrong button and it didn't go to the storage area that you thought it was going to, and it got out to the public, again, you could have some real problem because you do have sensitive information.
Microsoft ended security support for its XP operating system in April, yet 70% of China's computers still use it. Windows 8 currently has 12% of the world operating system market share.
The Microsoft spokesperson said the company has not had any contact with the Chinese government since the ban was announced in mid-May. Philip?
It is strange they haven't had any contact. Has there been any discussion, at least inside Microsoft, of how to address this, solutions, and what's the likely impact that you've been hearing on businesses?
Solutions, well, Microsoft can't offer any solutions to the Chinese government unless it hears back from them. And as far as impact on business, Microsoft could not put a dollar amount on how much business it stands to lose if the ban on Windows 8 continues in China. But remember, Microsoft ended security support for its XP operating system back in April in the hope that users would migrate to Windows 8. So there is definitely a lot at stake here, Philip.
I know you're far away there in Seattle, but there's some talk, at least in these circles near Washington, D.C., that perhaps China is being tough on some of these U.S. companies because the U.S. has been tough on some of the Chinese companies over the past year or two. Is there some talk from executives there this perhaps could be more politics than it is a business decision?
Well, Microsoft stopped short of saying that this was a political decision by the Chinese government. Instead, it pointed to 3 other U.S. companies that the Chinese media have targeted as cybersecurity threats. Those are the exact words used in some of the Chinese media, and those are Yahoo, Facebook, and Cisco Systems. So there is some thought that this is related to the U.S. government charging 5 Chinese officials with cyber espionage back in May. Philip?
All right, and then very quickly, any other countries, perhaps other than China, that might be concerned?
Yeah, just as a matter of fact, just late last month, Germany ended a government contract with Verizon Communications over concerns about its network security.